Hello everyone, this is Angel Esquivel here. Welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be reviewing The Breadwinner, directed by Eric Apple. Yeah, that apparently that's his last name, Apple, and starring actor and comedian Nate Bargatze. Yeah, Nate Bargatze. He's a comedian who I'm not really familiar with, and this is like the first time hearing about him. So, without further ado, let's get to the review. So the movie's about a man named Nate Wilcox, who's played by Nate Bargatze. It's funny because he kept the first name but changed the last name. So he plays as a husband. He works as a salesman. At a car dealership, and his wife obviously is a stay at home mom slash wife. Until one day she comes up with an idea that would help that comes up makes her own little business and presents it to Shark Tank. Yes, Shark Tank actually makes a cameo in this movie, and even all the people in that show. So she goes to a business trip to actually like help fund her business. Help by the help of Shark Tank, and now Nate, since he was the breadwinner, now it's his turn to actually become like the stay-at-home dad to take care of the three little girls that they have at home. But we're gonna find out that throughout the entire story, he's not good at being, a stay-at-home dad, because he's gonna like wash everything, clean everything, take her kids to school, while at the same time her kids are just like annoying little shits. So starting with the comedian actor Nate Bargatze. I just looked him up for the first time. I never heard about him until like now. He's like a comedian, and me personally, I'm not like into like stand up comedy. I mean, even though I know some few names then and there, but this is like my first time. Even this is like I haven't seen him in other movies besides this. The comedy. I mean, it's funny because the comedy then and there, it's like it's funny at times. But it almost feels like one of those family type comedy movies that feel like that you like watch like in the early 2000s, like to early 2000s to mid 2000s. That's what I almost felt like. And when watching this, I'm like, this movie almost feels very out of place when watching this in 2026. And the director Eric Apple, I'm not really familiar with his works other than this. Obviously, it's like an okay film. It's an okay story, it's just like the annoying part about this movie is that they obviously the writing makes the adults look like childlike, while the kids in this movie, they act like little shits at times, like they're so entitled. Those are the kind of movies I don't like, when the writing makes the adults look like sound like children. That's like really annoying for me. And even as a kid, when watching those movies, I always find it very annoying how they make the adults look very immature while the kids are just very entitled and all they know it all. It's like these movies almost make it seem like they give like kids an unrealistic perspective, like, oh, adults are stupid, kids smart, and stuff. In my opinion, I'm like really mixed, like, although like I do recommend, like, if you have like a big family of your own, I do recommend you guys give it a watch. It's like a family comedy movie. You'll get like a chuckle then and there, like some jokes would land and some jokes would like not land, and then it'll be kind of cringy at times how the adults again act very, very mature and the kids act very like assholes. So yeah, I do give it like a watch if you have a family, So for my rating for this movie, I give it like a 6 out of 10. Like not the best comedy I've ever seen, but it's not that bad either. It's like a good movie to spend time with your family. So in conclusion, there's a difference between an adult and a grown-up. What's the difference? Well, an adult is a man or a woman, that has his shit together, is the breadwinner, and also provides for the whole family and works a 9 to 5 job or even a better job, and literally just like does things more maturely and is wise about everything about life. Meanwhile, a grown-up, it's just an oversized child. You know, like whatever we learn from preschool to like high school, we just forget about it and just do whatever the hell we want. And yet we still failing, and we still live with our parents. So yeah, there's a difference between an adult and a grown-up. I mean, even though I'm like a grown-up right now, but, you know, I sooner or later, you know, it just, yeah. So that's going to be today's movie review. So make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon up there. Make sure to follow me, my Instagram page called Thunderstruck1810. This is Angel Esquivel here, and as always,
Grab her purse, did he do? And the food he loves. He kind of did something.